YouTube! What the radiation sickness is going on? Welcome to Surviving the Aftermath, where no doubt most of my colony is about to not survive the aftermath. We just had a big radioactive fallout event, and as you can see, and hear, pretty much everybody's very, very sick. I don't know if I have the appropriate medicines to stop radiation sickness. I'm going to put things up to a higher speed, and we'll see whether or not this turns into an episode of Clean Up the Corpses, which it probably will. But yeah, Surviving the Aftermath. This is a new early access title from Paradox, and it is published by the same folks who made Surviving Mars. It's available now in early access on the Epic Game Store. I hate that Epic Game Store. Okay, well, you can wait. It'll be out on Steam, and I think it's also on Xbox Games Preview or whatever it's called. So, but yes, it's early access on Epic Game Store right now. Yeah, here comes the deaths. I mean, we're just going to have a mass die-off here. This is going to be really, really great, right? This happens every time I get a radiation fallout because I don't have the right medicine for it. $20 to get you into early access, by the way. $20 gets you into early access. I don't know exactly when it's planned to go live, and the reason why they're doing early access, they say, is because they want you all to participate in the process of making the game better in development. Wow, this is going to be great. I mean, just no big deal. Just everybody's dying, you know, not a biggie. Anyway, what is it? Well, it's a game much like Surviving Mars in many ways, except we're not on Mars. We're on Earth, and yeah, this guy wasn't so lucky. He didn't survive the aftermath. I knew this was going to happen. Just, we're going to have better facilities or something. I may have to try and build something with power and get like an actual medical facility. It's bad. We're running out of workers. We don't have anybody to do anything. Everybody's dead. Yay. Yeah, that sounds like a healthy cough. Good healthy cough. Well, at least we had plenty of food, and now we can have some Soylent Green, too. And then it's green from the glow of radiation as well. Anyway, yeah, so the game's pretty fun. You can see you can build your little town, even has, like, roads, all kinds of different stuff. There's basic supplies or resources, as you can see up here along the top. There's even more than what fits across the top. Just a couple of impressions. The game definitely does feel like early access. I've had a couple of weird bugs. I haven't had any crashes. You can run it on just about any machine. You don't need high-end software to run it, which is kind of nice. So it's available to a lot of people. We have to build another burial pit, by the way. Build. Let's go in here. They're going to need a lot of burial pits for this one, folks. Here, hold on. Let's pause it. I can't remember where the burial pit is at. Food storage? No. It's not food, Air. It's not food, no matter what you say. Ah, here. Let's build another burial pit. I'll show you all the world map here in a second. Sit play. We're probably not even going to have enough room in this burial pit for all the people. Because that one's only 20 out of 20. We got more dead people than that. We're going to need a couple burial pits. Can we salvage it? What happens to the corpses inside when we salvage it? Oh, good. They don't just sit out everywhere. And we're going to need another one of these. Wow, it's bad, folks. It's really bad. Anyway, you can see my mass die-off where everybody else just step over the corpses and keep things going on. It's rabbit season, apparently. They want to go hunt rabbits. You get little dilemmas like this to kind of make the game a little more interesting. You want to give them permission to go rabbit hunting. See, they're going to try a new trap. Hey, it worked. We got some venison. Little things like that pop up pretty often. Some of them are pretty interesting. I've noticed that a lot of them repeat. But yeah, basic premise, here's your colony. You have to build shelters for your folks to live in. And then there's storages for your resources. Yeah, we could use some not dead meat in the colony right now. And you can also see there's like a specialist that comes to us here. Specialists play a role in the world map as well. This dude's really good exploring. Decent-ish at attack, not great. And good with leadership and stuff. So this is actually a pretty good character to get a hold of here, Absalom. And then there's 10 adults and 2 children to help us kind of restock a little since, you know, just lost everybody to the radiation. So we could definitely use the bodies right now. So the reason why they came here is we have this gate, and people can come up to the gate and they'll request to interact with your colony. And you can see in this case that was actually really helpful. We needed some workers. The burial pit was full. We're building these. We're just kind of waiting on workers to get up here. Let's see where we can redirect some of our workers. Taylor. We kind of need to just get things going again. I need some workers to get up here and build the building. It says waiting for a builder. Is anybody going to get up here and get to work? Probably not. No? I guess we're just going to have to redirect some stuff here real quick. Let's close the tool shop for a minute. Maybe hopefully get some workers up here to help build these buildings, then we'll reopen a few things. This is how many people you have doing, like, carrying, and they're pretty necessary for, like, getting stuff done, so you definitely want to have some carriers. I have too many people working in other facilities right now. So, like, for instance, this recycler, which is getting plastics and stuff, we're stocked on plastics. We could redirect a little bit of this work for the time being, too, so I'm going to cut the workers out of there. And we'll start getting some workers free to come help us elsewhere so we can clean up the bodies from surviving the aftermath. You get little stuff like this, too. Let's see, a merchant showed up. He's got the best deals. You can see it on his van. The guy also has the best clothes. No doubt about it, he has the best clothes. He's offering fiber and concrete. Here's my concrete. Here's my fiber. I'm pretty good on both. I don't really need either. Let's see what else he's got. Nothing? Okay, no deal. Get out of here, wandering merchant. Anyway, that's the colony. You got to grow food. You can do it with farms. You can do it with trappers. I think I've got fishing shacks and stuff back here. Speaking of which, I'm going to kind of redirect because I got enough soybeans for now. My people are going to be very gaseous, eating nothing but soybeans. But yeah, there's different crops you can pick from. I'll just kind of give you all a good look here. These are the different seeds that I've picked up so far. I've got cabbage, carrots, corn, peanuts, potatoes, soybeans. Each one has like a different growth time and yield, potentially benefit. So, you know, anyway, that's how you gather food. Like I said, structures for people to live in, food production like this, or trapper. You got buildings where people will be right now. Like, for instance, this dude is reforesting here because I kind of cut down all the forest earlier. You can see we cut this one down over here for firewood, and then my chef died right here in front of the cookhouse. You go ahead and fry him up, you know. Fry him up. Anyway, so we got the logging camp, which doesn't need someone working there, by the way. There's nothing there. We're going to salvage that. In fact, we'll salvage this right now, too, because I don't need it. And we'll start reforesting this area. Or leave it open for... Well, we don't need more farms right now. But it might not hurt to start reforesting this area. Let's get back into our stuff here. Forester. Let's kind of reforest this area. There we go. In any case, yeah. Basic gist of it. You got to have water. We've got water storage. We've got wells. Again, some of the same basic tenets that were there in Surviving Mars are present in this game, though it is a bit different. Okay? A little bit different. You can see the colonists pretty frequently interacting with you. Kind of makes things fun. A small group of colonists want to have a feast here. This kind of stuff can make them happier, so you know what? Have some fish. The colonies need a little bit to be happy about with all the corpses laying on the ground. It's a rough life right now. It's a very rough life. But we are slowly getting caught up with the corpse cleanup. Let's show you the overworld map. So the overworld map you can explore starts here with our colony. You can see Carthage, except this brochacho here is standing in the way. Again, let's remember what he's good at. He's pretty good at scavenging out here. And we do have some scavenging jobs that need done up here. It's going to be very dangerous. You got these skulls over here on this this spot where we can scavenge some parts. See, it's an old ordnance works facility. Different biomes out here. I don't know exactly what all of them mean yet or why they're all here. I haven't figured that you can actually move your settlement. So that's not something that I've been able to determine yet. So I don't know what happens like when you run out of resources where you're at. Because I haven't seen enough buildings to like continually produce resources, kind of like you can in Surviving Mars. So all stuff that I still have to learn, but I'm just here to give you all a little bit of a feel. So you can move in these hexagonal tile map here. I'm gonna push up and get ready to fight some bandits. You can see the bandits marked here. These dudes have some medicine, and I don't know what it is exactly, but if it's something that helps me with radiation sickness, I'm interested in it. So that's why I'm headed out there to fight them and try and take it. You can see all the movement points. You can select your characters here. Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much what we're up to over here. You can send them to explore tiles you haven't seen yet. So like that, I'm going to send her over here to do some scouting. And we're going to check out this tile. These bandits up here got some clothes we might be able to take off of them. Like, literally take the clothes off their back. That sounds like something I would do. These two ladies here are scientists. You can see they're better at the research stuff, so I'm pushing them forward to go help pick up this research in the old observatory. But yeah, that's kind of the overworld. You can scavenge for different materials up here. You can fight bandits. Your specialists can also come back to camp and help out in the camp with their leadership abilities. It's a pretty cool feature. One thing that's not present in the game right now, it's a little bit frustrating to me, is you can't rename the colonists. At least not to my knowledge. If I'm wrong, someone can please chime in, but I'm really wanting to make it where they can rename the colonists, and then we can stream this and see how long you all survive in my aftermath. Should be quite fun, really. Anyway, yeah. Again, corpse cleanup underway. I mean, this is the game right here. It's very chill. It's got some nice post-apocalyptic tunes to keep you happy. Like I said, runs on just about any machine. It doesn't have a whole lot of requirements. Like, the main requirements for like a GTX 580 or an old Radeon 78 something. You can run this on pretty much anything. Epic Games Store right now for early access, $20, or Xbox Game Preview. It will eventually come out on Steam. Also, a lot like Surviving Mars, kind of a mix of survival, city building type thing. So that's what it is. If you all have any questions, hit me up down in the comments. I will be playing this some more with you in the future. I just wanted to give you a very quick overview. I do appreciate having gotten early access to this, so definitely appreciate them setting me up. I got to play it for a few days before the early access became available to the public, and it gave me a chance to feel it out. Like I said, it's definitely an early access game right now. I don't feel like it's fully complete, but they're asking $20 if you do want to get on the early access, and that gets you the game and the first DLC. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable. And Surviving Mars, honestly, when it came out, was a little bare bones too, and they added a ton of stuff to it later on. And I think it cost more than this one did, and it was worth it in the end. So I personally, I don't know for sure. I think it will be worth it if you're worried about it. You don't have to jump in if you want to wait and see. But like I said, I think it's going to end up being worth it. Surviving Mars was a great game. I don't see why they couldn't do a lot of good things with this one too. A few tweaks, changes, additions, other stuff. Oh, one other thing here, the tech tree. Let's show you what's here in the tech tree. You get your science points out on that world map using your specialist to go find the research points like you saw at that observatory. You can then choose to unlock the next technologies. You can see that I do have energy production, and one of the things that I really, really need is a medical center so we can get the radiation poisoning gone. So I'm going to try and save and come down this tree and see if we can help get rid of all the radiation sickness. But yeah, that's the tech tree. The way it's split up right now, you don't earn any science that I know of in your colony. It's all out on the world map. Which means you just got to keep pushing the issue and exploring. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the corpsey mess here that you got to see. Many of my colonists did not survive the aftermath. Actually, I'm going to show you one last thing. I'm going to go back to the main menu and just kind of show you what the setup looks like. Kind of reverse order, right? All right, so weird that it comes in last, but whatever. Better late than never. Here's the setup screen just so you all can kind of see what a new game looks like. They do have a nice little tutorial mode that was pretty helpful, at least at getting me started in the game, because anytime you're in a new game like this, it can be a little overwhelming. So the tutorial was nice. You can select whatever you want there. You get to pick these different difficulty settings for environment. You can see this one, and it kind of shows you the modifier that it adds. I mean, so you can really make it challenging. Meaning, so with less fertile soil, it means getting food is going to be much harder. Much harder. The one you all saw me playing on was this one, the easiest one, just because I was trying to get used to the game, right? And pretty cool stuff. I'm just going to pick one to show you the next category, catastrophes. The worst is past, time to rebuild. So there's a low radiation contamination level, occasional, I mean, all the way up to it's like the sky is falling and everything's irradiated. So lots of things that you can choose from. I'll just pick this one just for fun. You can see it's multiplying the difficulty. Resources, you can start off with plentiful resources, or it's just like if people decide to stop and you get pretty much nothing. You know what I mean? Like, so you can walk around through all of them. Survivors, what you get to start with, 8 adults and 4 children, all the way down to only 6 adults and 2 children. So, you can pick all this stuff. Challenge, so this kind of determines, some of the stuff you're going to come up against, whether or not there's a lot of bandits and other stuff like that. So you can say it's the apocalypse. Gatekeeper, says life's unfair, it feels like you're not alone, whether it's an invisible guardian or just fate, it sure feels like someone's watching. So you can pick your challenge here. of what you're, like suffering or success. You get to pick like a banner too. You can pick the color, the little symbol. I mean, this ought to be the symbol for mine right here, like red death, because I mean that's red hot death. It's gonna be what everybody gets real quick. You can name your settlement or take the auto name, and you can even pick a motto for your colony. Like this, dysentery. I probably spelled it wrong. However you spell dysentery for all. Maybe I misspelled it, but you guys get where I'm going. You can pick all this before you go start the game. So setup's kind of cool. Gives you a little bit of customization in terms of the challenge, which is great for those who really, really want to make it surviving the post-apocalypse, or those who just want a little slice of apocalypse. Anyway, hopefully this was a helpful introduction for you all. I'll probably do some playthrough of the game just for fun on a stream here or there, maybe in a video, depends on what you want. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. Hope to see you in the apocalypse soon.